Welcome back to another episode of Built for Legacy. I am your host, Suheyl Hernandez, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. So, I received a couple of questions. People want to know certain things about me, and instead of answering them one by one, I wanted to take the time to sit here and reflect and answer them. So, let's not waste any more time and let's get started. So, let's go to question number one. Question number one says, what made you start doing what you are doing right now? So I started doing what I am doing now because I felt that I had hit a plateau. I felt that what I had been doing for the last 11 years, I had hit that space where I capped and I needed more. So for the past 11 years, I've coached, I've mentored, and I've helped over, I would say, 250 individuals. However, I maintain that in a closed space. So I wouldn't open myself out to others. And I felt that it was time for me to take my abilities to another level. So I started doing all this because I didn't want to continue to just change the lives of those that are in my circle. I wanted to be able to get to others and reach more. And I also wanted to create this space because in this space, I find that I can touch others and I can help others get through moments, difficult moments that they currently have in their lives, sharing life experiences and showing them that the same way I've been capable of doing it, they're capable of doing it as well, like others that I bring into my little space. So that is the reason why I started doing what I am doing now. So let's go to question number two. Question number two says, what do you think sets you apart from others in your space? So I think that what sets me apart from others is that we live in a world where people are very sensitive, right? And we live in a world where everybody just wants to tell you what you want to hear. And I, on the other hand, I can't do that. I am straight up. I tell you what it is, how it is, and that's just what sets me apart. Because I think that others in my circle, right, especially as a coach, as a mentor, um, they try to baby you, right, and they try to tell you what you want to hear because they think that by telling you what you want to hear, they're gonna like you more, and then they're gonna continue with you. And that's not what I think. I think that I have to tell you the truth, whether you like me or not. So I think that that's what differentiates me in my circle. Okay. So let's go to question number three. Question number three says, what's one belief you live by that most people don't? Well, I don't know. I don't think that others don't. I live by faith, trust in God, and family first. And the reason why I live with my faith and my trust in God is because I personally feel that you have to believe in something. I know some people don't believe in anything. I know others don't believe in God, but whatever it is that you believe in, faith takes you a long way. And family is everything to me. But I know that family is everything to a lot of others as well. But family to me is, they keep me focused, they keep me grounded, and they remind me of what why I get up every single day. So I know others feel the same and I know others don't, but for me, that is very important. So let's go to question number four. What does success actually mean to you? So, success to me means freedom, means when you're satisfied with something that you've done. So to me, success is not all money. And you're successful in a lot of different things. And sometimes we question ourselves and we don't feel that we're successful. But we forget to look back and see our accomplishments. So I feel that I've been a successful mom, that my kids are great, that I've done a good job. So that's success. I feel that I've been completely lost in the past and undecided of what I wanted to do. And I feel that we found something, that I found something, that I helped my husband build something from nothing. I think that even though we haven't accomplished what we would like to have, I feel that we've been extremely successful, being able to have building something from nothing. So starting off with one person and being able to have built a brokerage that today currently has over 225 agents, I feel that that's success. Do I believe that we haven't achieved what I would have liked to by this point? Yes, absolutely. However, that is a success. So again, that's what success means to me. And success is not based on money. At least that's my own personal opinion. Because I have other people tell me, well, that's not being successful if you're not exactly where you want to be money wise. And I say is that money isn't everything. And to me, success is not based on money. So that's my answer. Let's go to question number 5. What's something people misunderstand about you? Okay. People misunderstand me a lot because of the way that I portray myself. So I am very strong. I am very disciplined. I am very set on my own ways. And like I say, I'm very straightforward and I tell people what it is and not what they want to hear. So people misunderstand me because they think sometimes that when I'm telling them things, that I'm either being rude or that I'm not nice, and I'm being misinterpreted because that's not the case. I want the best for others. So if I come here and I sugarcoat things, right? And I tell you what you want to hear, I'm not helping you in any way, shape, or form. So since I'm so strong, since I'm so straightforward, people misinterpret that, and they feel sometimes that I'm just mis misjudging them, and I'm not. And I'm misunderstood a lot with that. But there's a lot of people that once they get to know me, then they know that I'm coming from a good place. But at the beginning, I get misunderstood by lots and lots of people. And also, people see me so strong and they don't know that I'm actually very sentimental and I'm very weak sometimes with my emotions. So I just gave you a little extra there. Maybe I should have not said that. So let's go on to the next one. How do you stay focused when there's a lot going on? Well, structure, routines, and I try to keep my distractions to a minimum. Um, I stay focused and I remember the structures that I have established for myself and for those around me. And I remember that with structure, you get through it. And with discipline, you cannot let, okay, the little bird is flying by. Now I'm going to get distracted with the bird. No. And that happens to a lot of entrepreneurs because we sometimes don't utilize the structures and the discipline that we need to continue. So I have a schedule. I have a schedule that I keep. I get up by, 6:30. I do my things at home. I take out my dog. I go again, whether I go biking or I go to the gym, I keep that discipline. I'm at work by 10 a.m. I start my meetings, my coachings, my trainings at 10:30. I give myself that 30-minute gap, and that's how I stay disciplined. And I finish what I am doing. For a long time, I allowed people to just come and interrupt me and stop because I no. I have a schedule that I follow, and when I am done with what I am doing, I jump onto my next task. And that's helped me very, very much, even though it took me many years to learn that. So that's how I do it. So, what do you think holds most people back? Hmm, fear. Fear and what others are going to think. Big mistake. I think that people get held back because of fear of failing, fear of what others are going to think, fear of what others are going to say, fear of not making it. We're always going to have fear. I want you guys to know that when I did all this, I had a lot of fear. I had a lot of fear, and I let a lot of people talk things into my mind that made me doubt myself and made me get more fear. So that's why I think that it's fear will hold you back. But I want you to know that don't let fear hold you back, because fear won't let you go after your dreams. God never gives you something that you cannot do. And if you thought about it, if you have it in your mind and you have it in your heart, you're capable of achieving it. So don't ever let that fear hold you back, because fear we all have. And you don't fail because you didn't make it the first time. You only fail when you quit. So remember that. Don't let fear hold you back. All right. So, all right. What are you most intentional about right now? Hmm. I am intentional about keeping my peace, about moving forward. I am intentional about I know what I want. I know that I can achieve it. I know where I'm going after, and I'm intentional about it. I'm intentional, and I'm not going to stop. It doesn't matter how many times I fall, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep going. So I am intentional about my peace and my growth. So for some time, I allowed others to affect me and to take away my peace, and that's not something that I do anymore. So yes, that's what I'm intentional about right now. Let's go. What advice would you give someone who feels behind? Guys, you're not behind. You are right where you need to be. In life, everything takes time. And we always want to be a step forward. But we have to realize that you take one step at a time. My aunt always tells me something, and I learn a lot from her. And she tells me, how long does it take for a baby to be able to come out of the womb? And how long does it take for that baby to roll over? How long does it take for them to stand up? How long does it take for them to crawl? How long does it take for them to walk? And how long does it really take for a baby to tell you how they feel? And sometimes, if you think about it, sometimes it's 3 years before the baby could tell you, Mom, my head hurts, or Dad, my stomach hurts. So things take time. If you feel behind, stop for a minute. Stop, think of all the things that you have accomplished, and look back to see where you're going. Write them down and realize that you've accomplished more than what you haven't. And remember, take one step at a time. You cannot run before you know how to walk. So slow, pat yourself on the back, understand that you're not behind. You're right where you need to be. Okay. So now, what's next for you? Wow. What's next for me? I honestly, I don't want to talk about my next step at the moment. Reason being is because, like I said, when you talk sometimes about what your next step is going to be, unfortunately, not everybody is happy for you. Not everybody wants to see you get to where you want. So I have decided lately that I want to walk in silence. I don't want to divulge every piece of what I am going to do next. So that's why I'm kind of like, I am not ready at the moment to say what's next for me, nor what my next steps are going to be. But hey, keep watching. You're gonna see exactly, you know, what are my next steps. So I hope that I answered your questions. I am always open for more. And I hope you enjoyed another episode of Built for Legacy. Don't forget to follow me on social media, to hit like, to subscribe, and until the next episode. Thank you.